My beloved child, confidence is not a gift given to a few. It is a choice you make every day. Ask yourself now, why do you want confidence? What will change in your life when you step out of fear and into the power I have placed within you? Many remain stuck in comfort and doubt, but I call you to rise, to act, and to become the strong, courageous person I created you to be. Because of this, I will teach you 11 powerful steps that will break your chains and build your confidence. Stay with me until the end. Your transformation begins now. Confidence is not something you find in a book, a video, or a motivational quote. Confidence is something you earn through action. So here is your first mission. Set daily goals and complete them every single day. Do not confuse this with a long to-do list or unrealistic plans. I'm not asking you to write down 20 goals and achieve none. Start small but powerful. For example, wake up at 6 a.m., read 5 pages of a book, write 3 sentences, exercise for 10 minutes, talk to 1 new person. That's it. These are not big goals, but they build momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Why does this matter? Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, your spirit says, I can trust this person. But every time you say you will do something and don't, you lose self-respect, and no confidence can grow without self-respect. Let's say you decide to drink more water, but don't. You decide to stop scrolling, but scroll again. You say you'll learn something, but skip it. Every time you lie to yourself, you become weaker. But every time you follow through, even if it's small, your inner voice becomes stronger. So set 3 to 5 small goals every morning and complete them. Don't skip. Don't say, I don't feel like it. Because feelings don't build warriors. Discipline does. Let me tell you a truth you won't hear elsewhere. Confidence is not magic. It is a byproduct of competence. That means the more skills you have, the more confident you feel. Think about it. If you know how to cook, edit videos, lift weights, speak clearly, fix things, teach something, you feel strong. Why? Because your spirit says, I can survive, I can create, I can solve problems. That is real confidence, the ability to handle life. So start developing skills. Learn public speaking, learn storytelling, learn cooking, learn how to think clearly, learn how to manage money, learn how to say no. Learn to speak clearly as if your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. You don't need to master everything in one day. Start with one skill that scares you and attack it bit by bit daily. For example, if you are scared to speak, start with 1 sentence per day. Record yourself, listen, improve. 1 sentence becomes 5, 5 becomes a minute becomes a conversation. And one day you will look back and say, wow, I am confident now. Not because someone gave you a magic pill, but because you built something. Step 3. Get comfortable with discomfort. This one is hard, but it is where transformation begins. Most people avoid pain, risk, and fear, and that is why they stay small. Listen carefully. If you only do what is comfortable, you will only get ordinary results. You must train yourself to walk into discomfort and say, let's go. Afraid to speak in public? Do it. Stutter, shake, sweat, but do it. Afraid to go to the gym alone? Go anyway. Afraid to post your video online? Post it. Discomfort is not your enemy. It is your doorway to growth. Once you train yourself to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, you become unstoppable. Here is a real example. A man terrified of talking to strangers set a goal to talk to 100 strangers in 30 days. On day 1, he was shaking. On day 30, he was joking with CEOs. What changed? He walked into the storm and found his strength. Do you want to be confident? Then do what scares you every day. Courage is a muscle. The more you use it, the bigger it grows. Step 4. Limit social media. You're wasting your life watching others live theirs. Let's be honest, social media is destroying your confidence. Yes, I said it. You scroll Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Reels for hours. What do you watch? Beautiful faces, 6-pack abs, luxury vacations, perfect lives. You see a 20-year-old with a Mercedes and suddenly you hate your life. You compare yourself. You feel not good enough. And guess what? It kills your confidence. Let me tell you something powerful. Nobody shows their real life on social media. That model took 300 pictures to post one. That influencer probably rented that car just for the video. That couple always smiling probably had a fight 10 minutes later. You are comparing your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. You are feeding your brain lies, and your brain believes those lies. That is why you don't feel confident, and the time you waste, You spend 3 to 5 hours every day watching others live their lives. What if you used that same time to improve your own life? Read books, learn skills, build your body, start your business. You would be unrecognizable in 6 months. So here is your warning: cut social media. I'm not saying delete it forever, but control it. Use it for 30 minutes a day only. Follow people who teach you something. Use social media to grow, not to compare. You were not born to be a watcher. You were born to be a creator, a leader, a king. Step 5, let go of perfection. Perfection is poison. Listen carefully. This one is killing your confidence silently. You wait to be perfect before you start. You want perfect body before you go to the gym, perfect business plan before you start, perfect confidence before you talk to someone, and you wait and wait and wait and nothing happens. Perfection is a lie. It does not exist. When babies learn to walk, they fall 100 times. Do they wait to be perfect walkers? No, they fall, get up, fall again, and that is how they walk. You need to do the same. If you're scared to go to the gym, go anyway. If your business idea is small, start anyway. Confidence is not built in silence. It is built in action. Nobody became confident by sitting in a room thinking, what if I fail? You think successful people are perfect? They are not. They just keep going even when they are not ready. You are scared of being judged, laughed at, embarrassed. Good. That is your training. That is how you grow. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Let go of perfection. Do it messy, do it scared, do it broken, but do it anyway. The world does not respect perfection. It respects courage. Step 6. Push yourself to do things that scare you. You want confidence? Then stop running away from fear. Run toward it. Fear is a sign of growth. The things that scare you most, public speaking, talking to strangers, going on stage, asking questions, sharing your opinion, facing rejection, these are exactly the things you must do. If you always choose comfort, you will always be weak. Confidence comes when you say, this thing scares me, so I must do it. Imagine 2 men, one always avoids fear, the other always faces it. After 1 year, who will be more confident? Of course, the second. You are scared of talking to people? Good, talk to one stranger today. You're scared to say no. Say no once today. Don't wait for fear to disappear. It won't. You have to walk through it. That is how confidence is born. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is your invitation to greatness. Step 7. Build a new, stronger version of yourself. Become the person you dream of. You don't like your life, your habits, your attitude, your body, your fears, your results? Then build a new version of you. Don't wait. Create. You don't have to stay the same. You can change, not in one day, but one day at a time. You can become someone who wakes early, works out, speaks clearly, walks confidently, helps others, and builds his own life. You are not stuck. That is a lie. That is the voice of your old self, the lazy, scared, weak version. But here is the truth. You can build version 2.0 of yourself. Imagine 2 yous, the current you, scared, shy, lazy, always waiting and doubting, and the future you, powerful, focused, respected, happy, loved, fearless. Which one do you want to be? Then start acting like that person today, one step at a time. Talk to yourself with love. Be your own best friend, not your enemy. Go deeper. What kind of words do you say to yourself when you make a mistake? I'm stupid, I'm ugly, I'm not good enough, I'll never be successful. That is not confidence, that is self-abuse. If you speak to yourself like that, how will you ever believe in yourself? Let me ask you. If your little brother or sister failed a test, would you say, you're a loser, you're useless, give up? No, you would say, it's okay, try again, you're smart, I believe in you. So why don't you talk to yourself like that? Your inner voice creates your inner world. If you keep beating yourself down, you will never rise. Confidence starts with how you treat your own heart. From today, speak to yourself with respect. When you fail, say, it's okay, I'm still growing. When you feel scared, say, I am bigger than this fear. When you doubt, say, I've got this, I believe in me. You listen to yourself all day long. Make sure the voice inside is a coach, not a killer. Stop trying to prove yourself. You don't need to please everyone. This lesson will set you free. Most people walk around trying to prove something, that they're smart, cool, attractive, rich, popular, confident. Why? Because deep down they don't believe they are enough. So they try to impress others to feel better. But here is the truth. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need expensive clothes to look successful. You don't need to post everything online to feel seen. You don't need to say yes to every request just to be liked. You don't need to explain your life to people who don't care. When you are truly confident, you stop proving and start living. Imagine a lion walking in the jungle. He doesn't need to roar every 5 minutes to remind people he's the king. He just walks, calm, silent, powerful. That is you. When you stop trying to show people your value, you start feeling your value. That is when they start respecting you. Not because you shouted, but because you stayed silent and sure. Step 10. Make friends who make you better. Choose your circle carefully. Let me be direct. Your friends shape your future. If you hang out with people who gossip, complain, party every weekend, joke about everything, and laugh at your dreams, you will become like them. But if you hang out with people who talk about growth, books, health, self-respect, business, learning, and deep conversations, your confidence will explode. Your circle is your mirror. If you are the most motivated person in your group, you are in the wrong group. You need friends who challenge you, inspire you, correct you, support you, and believe in you, not ones who secretly enjoy your weakness. Here is a simple rule. If you can't be your true self around them, they are not your real friends. You deserve friends who clap for your success, not ones who secretly get jealous. Friends who push you to improve, not ones who keep you small. You become who you spend time with. So look around. If they are not building you, they are breaking you. Choose wisely, because confidence is contagious, and so is self-doubt. Step 11. Stop laughing at jokes that hurt you. Respect yourself. This one is subtle but deadly. Have you ever been in a group where someone made a joke about your height, your looks, your skin, your speech, your clothes, and you laughed along? You pretended it was okay. You smiled because you didn't want to look sensitive, but deep down you felt small, hurt, insulted. Let me tell you this clearly. Every time you laugh at a joke that hurts you, you tell your spirit, I don't matter. That is dangerous. You are teaching others how to treat you. If you act like you are okay with disrespect, they will keep doing it. You must train people how to treat you by showing them your standards. If someone makes a joke that crosses the line, don't laugh. Stay silent, look them in the eye, say calmly, I didn't find that funny. Not with anger, not with drama, but with quiet power. That moment, that silence is confidence. You don't have to fight or scream, but you have to stop laughing at pain. When you start respecting yourself, others will too.